Hey everybody,
I'm Mo.
and I'm Katie, and this is
Unforgettable Experiences, the podcast.
This is the podcast.
No, you.
It's in
I don't know why you
caps.
have jazz hands.
Podcast.
Magic. You'll see that we are in front of Katie's mug wall, which is now complete. It's the You Are Here.
Yes, the You Are Here collection, which was around like 2015, and I was missing the two Universal Studios mugs. There's Hollywood and Orlando, and I bit the bullet and got them on eBay because you can't get them in stores anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a kind of a neat wall, is because because it's the collection, B, because you love Starbucks. But what I love about it is each mug has a story, like somebody has given you it or gifted it to you, or you bought
I have
it.
an account of all of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Who got it for me and roughly when. And
I think that's cool.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome. I have very well-traveled and very generous friends.
Yeah,
so if
awesome.
you have contributed to the mug wall, thank you. Some people have contributed multiple times. You've gotten me a few. Mm-hmm. 2 or 3 maybe?
I don't know.
Wow.
I know Ginny and I got you the Manchester one. I remember that. Was that one that you needed? Or this is only US?
No, so from the top row up is international and a couple here. That's the Manchester one right there.
Do you have one from Cambridge?
I do. I got it when we were in Cambridge.
Good, because that's what we're talking about today.
Segway! Yes.
Babies on segways.
Today we're talking about Cambridge, something very special that we did in Cambridge.
Very specific to Cambridge.
Yes, it was a very unforgettable experience.
They're called
Dinky Doors.
Dinky Doors, which is exactly what they are, doors that are dinky.
That are dinky. And the cool thing was, we saw the first one right after we got off the bus. So we flew into Heathrow on a red eye. I don't think either of us got like any sleep on the flight.
Well, you don't sleep on planes. So.
I don't.
As a pilot, I get a lot of sleep on planes.
Hopefully not when you're flying. So then we it was a very confusing bus, but we got on a bus.
Why was it confusing?
We couldn't figure out where to catch the bus, and then we finally figured out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So we got on a bus for like a 1 hour and a half, 2 hour drive to Cambridge. I think we both fell asleep on the bus, but got to Cambridge, and right away on the square where we were parked, there was the first Dinky Door.
Yes, the reality checkpoint, which the cool thing was, now did we know about Dinky Doors when we went to Cambridge?
I think we found out about it right before we went, because you had downloaded the
that's right, the app. So the other thing was on Atlas Obscura, which you know we're big fans of. So in the middle of the Cambridge campus, or where we got the bus, right in between where we got got off the bus and where our hotel was, right in between that was this reality checkpoint, which was an Atlas Obscura thing. And it just so happened that the Dinky Door app, which tells you where all the Dinky Doors and just in Cambridge,
was a map,
was one right at reality checkpoint. And so got the AO reality checkpoint, the big sculpture, and then right down was like a little, I don't know, like 6-7 inch door, and it looks just like the big reality door.
That was really cool.
Reality checkpoint. So
I love, the best part about Dinky Doors is the website and the quotes on the website.
Oh my gosh.
I copied a few of their quotes that I really, so the first one I really liked, and you may have this: "We're on an unexpected mission to ... save the world."
Right.
And then it says crikey underneath that. So very Australian of you.
Yeah, so this is the thing that I think the creators, it's a couple. It's two, not a couple. I don't know if they're a couple or if they're just a couple.
What was that?
Well, I don't know if they're or they're just two people. So it could be a couple as in just two people, or a couple as in a couple. But I think they're anonymous. Like I don't think some of the interviews I've seen, they have like either a red mask on, or sometimes they put a red box around their head.
Very
but
mysterious.
I think it's two people who created it to save the world, but that they are anonymous. Like no one knows who they are.
That's really cool.
I mean, they know who they are.
That's really cool.
Hopefully.
Another quote that I liked is, "Dinky things discovered unexpectedly can deliver dollops of delight," very alliterative, "that can defend against the daily onslaught of miserableness."
Yes, I had that quote too. And did you read the first part? They said, "We know it sounds implausibly ambitious," but then the rest of the thing she said. But what I like about this is that, you know, they on the website, and it is a cool website with fun fonts, but they talk about how we are living longer because of science. Like it's a good time to be alive because we're living longer, we're more informed, we're, you know, globally connected. But they said despite all that, there is still like this terrible feeling of all this negative stuff going on. So this is their antidote to all that negativity.
Yes.
So I love that they did this. And what a weird, like, of all the possible, like I'd be like, yeah, I get some smiley face stickers and put them around, which is just graffiti.
Like
but
a Walmart greeter.
Yeah, they've got these little doors, and they're super cute, and they are works of art, and they are very, very intricate, and they're just really, really cool.
So how many did we find?
I think we only found like 4.
4?
Yeah.
I think there were 4.
And I think there are 50, but if you follow their Instagram, they just 15. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like one of those 5 numbers.
It's like we are
numbers are
underachievers.
hard. But I think they just released a new one, and so I don't know if that's number 16 or if that's, but anyway, so around mid double digits.
Yeah.
Or low
And where we were staying, we were kind of between, like, was triangular to 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because there was another one in the square.
So the latest Dinky door that just opened up is the world's dinkiest art exchange beanstalk. And so
Very specific.
yeah. So when they released it, they say this is a picture of it, but they don't exactly say where it is. Like, it's in Cambridge. And so like one person commented, well, I already found it. And some other people were like, can you give us a hint? Can you tell us like the postcode? They're like, no. So what's really neat is, and again, they're you can buy the map for $0, or you can, it's kind of like a pay what you think it's worth.
Yeah.
So the PDF, so we, donated some money, and it's just really neat. And it's that unexpected thing. And I'm often curious about how many people stumble on them, A, not knowing about them, and B, just not like we were going out looking for them. Like, I wonder how many people just stumble on them.
That's what I liked about it, because it made us walk to parts of the city that we might not have walked to.
Right. Absolutely.
And Cambridge was lovely. I think we loved London. We spent a few days in London afterward, but really, really loved Cambridge.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share a few things about Cambridge.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Did I do that?
Well,
Cambridge.
You're
Now
do
this
it
is
anyway,
cool. It was
so it
fun.
doesn't really matter. So here we go.
Buckle up, brace yourself, Effie. So it was fun to write this year down, because we don't write years that start with these numbers. The University of Cambridge was founded in 1209.
Wow.
1209.
That's
not
December
19.
9th. That's
No.
December 9th. Oh, I'm sorry. That's September 12th.
And then one thing we didn't see that might be on Atlas Obscura is the mathematic bridge. Do you remember hearing about that at all?
I remember seeing the pictures of it. Yeah.
It's on Queens College. It's the first bridge that was built using mathematic principles.
Wait, what were we building bridges with before?
Sticks. I don't know.
Listen, people, if
Well,
you
go
weren't
back to
using
1209.
math,
I don't trust your bridges.
Yeah.
Show me your math.
yeah, show me your bridge.
Show me your
I'll show you a bridge if you show me your math. I don't know.
Make
That's
it weird.
yeah.
Isaac Newton was a student at Cambridge University, and that is where he published his theory of gravity in 1687.
Is that where the apple fell?
Yes.
It didn't
fell on
fall
his
far
head.
from that tree.
Right on his head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where he published his paper. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the UK is made up of what 4 countries?
Probably knows better than I do. Wales,
Wales,
England,
Scotland,
Scotland, and Ireland.
Ireland. Wise. So I'm glad you brought up
Oh.
Scotland,
Not
because
spelled a word. Wales, Ireland. I didn't know that. I just learned.
And thanks for tuning into
We
our
are
podcast.
nothing if educators first.
Well, I did tell you that probably while you were sleeping on the bus, but it is wise. Wales, Ireland, Scotland, England. And I'm so glad you said Scotland, because I looked up the etymology of the word dinky. And it is a Scottish, they think it comes from the Scottish word dink, which means trim or neat. Of course, we have slang now is dinky is like, I stayed in a shabby dinky hotel. But these doors in Cambridge, the Dinky Doors, are not shabby. They're
not
small.
shabby. They're small.
They're small and compact. So the other thing, I don't know, well, I know why I'm going to, because I'm going to bridge there, because this is the way my brain works. So the DKNY, the clothing line, every time I see that, I think dinky. Even though the letters are mixy-matchy. So do you know what DKNY stands for?
I think it's Donna Karen, New York.
It is.
It's a brand.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know that.
I also saw that it represents Don't Knock New York, but yes, it was originally Donna Karen. Anyway, so DKNY is a clothing brand, has nothing to do with the Doors.
Nothing to do
and
with
nothing
the
to
Doors.
do with the word dinky. So don't confuse that. But the other thing I realized is, I'm like, why does Cambridge get the monopoly on Dinky Doors? They don't have a monopoly on the Dinky Doors.
They don't.
Did your research take you to Atlanta or Ann Arbor, Michigan?
No.
Yes. So for our Michigan folks, you need to go to Ann Arbor.
I
where
hear the beaches are lovely.
they have that 5 minutes a year. No, but in Ann Arbor, they have urban fairy doors.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so they have, I think I saw like 8 that they have, but their website is like UFO, which is Urban Fairy Operations.
Oh. Is fairy spelled like F-A-E-R-I-E? Like the...
No, it's spelled like fairy.
Okay.
Like I love you
like
very much.
F-E-R-R-Y. No.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave Michigan for a little bit here, and we're going to go down to Atlanta. And Atlanta has, they're called Tiny Doors Atlanta.
Aw.
So there's a bunch of them. It was put together by an artist. They're like 7-inch doors. And so I just didn't know about that stuff. So if you're in Atlanta or Ann Arbor or Cambridge, do you know about these little doors and have you seen them? And if you're in another city that's got little doors, we want to know about them.
Did you know that Cambridge is the smartest city on the planet?
Because they listened to this podcast.
That's right. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Dinky Doors makes me think of?
This is going to be the worst segue.
Shrinky Dinks.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Makes me think of Shrinky
I can
Dinks.
smell the carcinogens from the oven oh my God, I can literally smell Shrinky Dink.
So Shrinky Dinks were invented in 1973 as there were 2 women. Their names were Betty Morris and Kate Bloomberg, and they were helping their sons with their Cub Scout project, and they came up with Shrinky Dinks.
Okay, keep going. How did they come up with?
So they just kept combining the plastics and putting in the oven. Do you know how much a Shrinky Dink shrinks? Do you know what the percentage is by the time it's done?
84%.
Well, tell me in a fraction. I did ask for a percentage. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it shrinks by 3/8.
I think you're pretty close, actually.
I know.
It shrinks by 1/3.
What did I say?
3/8.
Well, I meant the 8 was something else, and the 3 was on the bottom of the one.
And they become 9 times thicker. So
okay, so wait, what was the Cub Scout project?
I don't know. They were just made. It was something that they were developing for a Cub Scout project.
Here's what happened. Let me tell you. I do know this. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The moms were drinking out of red Solo cups. They were also cooking brownies. Not those kind of brownies, but they were cooking brownies. Now, what happened was the red Solo cup, because it was empty, and then one of the moms is like, I need a refill, Gertrude. What's her name?
It wasn't Gertrude. Betty and Kate.
Kate was like, well, Kate was hammered. She said, Betty, I need a refill. And so Betty, I need a refill. So she put
That's
her
my new ringtone for you.
She put her red Solo cup on the oven where they were cooking the brownies. They were burning the brownies, I'll be honest. The brownies shrunk by about 84%. That's where I got that
Or
number.
1/3.
Right. And she put the red Solo cup on the oven, and because of the heat, it got 9 times thicker. They don't know that because it melted into the this is actually where we get colored appliances, because before then they didn't make red appliances, but this is the red Solo cup just sunk in there because of the heat and because they were burning the brownies. And then she's like, you know what, we've already created something we have no idea we're going to do for these damn Cub Scouts. So what we're going to do is we have shrunk this little dinky thing, and Gertrude was the neighbor of Betty and Kate. And Gertrude's like, she goes, I love the Shrinky Dinks. And so that's where it came from.
So they started selling them at a mall in 1973. So apparently, big hit.
Yeah, Gertrude was cut out of any of the profits, but Kate and Betty made thousands of dollars. We are the prime age to be Shrinky Dink kids because they were the most popular in the 80s. Yeah.
So that was our childhood. But I never had Shrinky Dinks.
Oh.
Why didn't I have Shrinky Dinks, Molly?
Because you didn't have a damn oven.
Because I didn't have an oven. I grew up in a house.
Do they make microwavable Shrinky Dinks?
I don't think so.
You didn't do research?
So shoddy.
Shoddy.
Do
they make toaster oven Shrinky
I
Dinks?
have
Why
never...
could you have used a toaster oven?
I mean, we could have probably.
Just saying.
So I've actually, I don't think I've ever played with Shrinky Dinks.
Do they still make them?
I don't know. Well, yes, because someone owns the patent. So, and they're made of recycled plastic number 6. So go dig in your recycle bins. And what you do is, I haven't done them, you have. You like color them first. Yeah. Then you put them in the oven and they shrink to 1/3 their size and 9 times thickness.
84%.
But it's all recycled. I'm surprised they haven't figured out they have carcinogens that are going to kill us all.
Oh, I know. I literally can smell the Shrinky Dink fumes.
Yeah, I've never done Shrinky Dinks.
Okay, yeah.
That's going to be our next videos. We'll do Shrinky Dinks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about why they decided. Listen, the oven. I know you didn't have one, but let me tell you,
I do now.
The oven is for cooking.
True.
Edible things.
True.
Like why these two? I'm telling you, there was a red Solo cup and alcohol involved.
I don't
but
know
why
if they
two
had red Solo cups in 1973?
Doesn't matter. There was definitely alcohol. If it was in 1209, it was mead. But why these two women put something plastic in the oven is not a good Boy Scout project.
Cub Scouts.
It's not a good it's Cub Scout, Boy Scout, whatever. It's not a good Scout.
No.
I mean, I'm glad they made money off of it, but
But then they were a lot of companies would contract with them to make their characters into Shrinky Dinks, like Mattel and like Color Forms, like a lot of those companies.
See,
and that the patent has been passed around. Somebody else bought it in 2014, and then someone else bought it in 2020. So the person who bought the patent.
How do you get a patent? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna put water in the it's like getting a patent for ice.
I own recycled plastic number 6. I'm gonna go search in my recycle. Oh, yesterday was recycle day. I can't.
And what are you gonna do? Put it in your oven?
I might. I'm deprived. I was deprived of this as a child.
I still am a little concerned. How do you get a patent on melting things? That's like the person who invented the candle. Like, I got a patent for melting wax. What? No.
You just have to be the first person to figure out something can do something differently than everybody else.
Okay, I have the patent for ice. I will this afternoon. I have the patent for
water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna up the game. I'm gonna freeze like orange juice or something. Anyway, so Dinky Doors makes me think of Shrinky Dinks.
Okay, well,
and if you know what Shrinky Dinks are, that kind of dates you're probably an 80s kid like we are. I knew of them, I just never did them. I didn't even do them at someone else's house. My friends failed me.
Don't blame this on your friends. You had a toaster oven. You could have done Shrinky. Don't we all? Anyway, I do want to say, so going back to the websites of the UFO, Urban Fairy Operations.
Oh, yes.
So they have this FAQ.
When did we start talking about UFOs?
Just now. So they have these FAQs, and so one of the questions is, why don't these doors open? And the answer is this. The doors do open, just not for any old Bigfoot. B-I-G-F-U-T. They are fairy doors.
Yes.
That's cute.
You're not a fairy, so you can't open
big old foot. And like, well, how come you wouldn't open the doors? And they're like, we wouldn't open the door. You wouldn't open the door if you saw somebody 12 times your size either.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
no.
Well, I don't know if I would. If they had pizza, I would.
But
especially if the pizza was 12 times as big
to eat.
No such thing.
The other quote, now I like this because I think this is kind of what we do. They build the Dinky back to Dinky Doors.
Oh, we're in Cambridge.
They are made with a dollop of humor to spark imagination.
Yes.
I like to believe that we're made with a dollop of humor to spark
imagination. What else does it say? They're petite portals into other worlds made with a dollop of humor and to make people smile. Ting!
Ting! Yeah. That's our goal too.
Yeah. I love that. So I've not seen the ones in Atlanta. I've not seen the one in Ann Arbor. But having seen the pictures, I do have to say I prefer the ones in Cambridge. They seem a little bit more intricate, and I know
very elaborate.
Well, and the ones that we saw, there was one that was like a rocket ship, and
that was the one in the alley behind.
Yeah, but you could like open the door. You could look. I mean, like it was really cool. Yeah. They had another one. I think it was the very first Dinky door that was created. We were talking to people in Cambridge about this, but the very first Dinky door that was created, somebody stole it. So they went back and they recreated it in the same site, but they recreated the original Dinky door. But then they made a scene around that original Dinky door that was a crime scene because the first Dinky door. I love that playfulness of.
I love it.
Yeah, just the playfulness and the unexpectedness of it.
Here was the thing though that I thought was really interesting. We did a performance at a bar that was on the main street of Cambridge called The Lab. And in our performance, I think we asked the audience, like, who knows about Dinky Doors? Yay, we're in Cambridge, and we expect everybody to be like, yay, Dinky Doors. The people that lived there in Cambridge, very few of them knew about it. Yeah. And I think that speaks to, you always say, be a tourist in your own backyard.
Tour your own backyard.
Tour your own backyard. And we talk about that, like living in proximity to Washington, D.C. We try to go to D.C. whenever we can. And it's like to have something like that in your town and not know about it is like, it's like you're missing out. Yeah. It makes me like a little sad. It's like we came from all the way, here or there and looked for Dinky Doors.
Not just for the Dinky Doors, but but mostly. Yeah. Well, that's one thing. So when I speak, one of the things I always say is pull your head out. And I mean that irreverently, of course, because some people need to pull their head out. But I think when I do speak and I say that, I do mean it in the sense of there are things right in the backyard or right in front of you that we're missing out on. And that's what I love about these Dinky Doors is it forces you to pay attention to places you wouldn't normally look. And I do think we have a society that needs to pull their head out so that you can appreciate these things. I mean, I'm grateful that we live near Washington, D.C. or Annapolis or Baltimore. We
And
can
even
go
New
see
York
these
City.
things. Yeah,
like, you get on a train in 3 hours, you're in New York City.
Yeah, and there's so much to see. So anyway, we're gonna stand on our Dinky Door soapbox, our Dinky soapbox.
So if you find yourself even in, well, first of all, if you're in London, I think it's worth the bus trip and spend the night, like, to go to Cambridge.
Yeah,
Cambridge,
it's a cool city.
we loved it.
Yeah.
It was lovely. It really was just really cool, and we stayed like right downtown.
Yeah.
All the colleges. And then we have something else about Cambridge that we did too that we'll talk about on another podcast. But we're not going to talk about that today.
No.
And if you want to find out what I just whispered to her, you're going to have to keep listening. So there's.
And if you want to find out what she meant, she was if you want to find out. English. Anyway, no, it's cool. So. Tour your own backyard.
That's right.
If you are in Atlanta and you've seen the small doors,
small doors. We have a lot of friends in Atlanta.
Tiny Doors Atlanta.
Okay.
We want to know. And if you live in Michigan, if you've seen the urban fairy doors in Ann Arbor, Michigan, we want to know about it. And if you live in a city where there are other, let's just focus on doors right now. Little portals to the creative world. We want to know about it.
That's right. That's right. And we want you to remember that from the monumental to the mundane,
life is filled with unforgettable experiences.
That's right.
So
and thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.